Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a shop my stash. We're going to go through the products that were here from last time around. I'll tell you my thoughts about everything that was in here, and then put everything away, and then we'll go ahead and shop my stash for new items to use. I know, look at me. I'm trying to film these every 2 weeks. I know it's going to be a long weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So I wanted to make sure that I film this video and get it ready so you guys can enjoy it over the weekend. If you do like Shop My Stash videos, please make sure to go ahead and give this one a big thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And now let's go ahead and get into all the products that were in here last time around. The theme was Go Wild. So I definitely went wild with all of the things that I picked out. Some items I wanted to test before the 60-day return period for Sephora is. And we'll talk about all that stuff. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started talking about primers, and then we'll do foundations and concealers and all that. I had 3 primers in here. I had Versailles. This is the liquid glass. I do really like this one. I do feel like my skin looks kind of dewy and not super illuminating, a little bit, but it looks really good. And then, you know, follow in with a foundation. I do enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back into the stash. I had the Milani Supercharged. This smells really nice. I actually am not a big fan of orange scented stuff, but I did like the smell of this one, maybe because it's citrus extract. It smelled really nice and actually looked really nice on my skin too. And then last primer I had in here was the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance, and this is in Radiant Pink. I made it kind of my goal to use this as much as possible. Because I really was hoping to finish it. I'm pretty close. There's not much left in here. So I think I am going to go ahead and keep it in here. I'm just going to move it to the side for now. I do really want to finish it and just be done with it. For foundations, I have 3 foundations in here, and I loved all 3 of them absolutely, like, so much. The Givenchy, this is the Prism Libre Skin Care and Glow. Oh my god, this is so beautiful, you guys. It looks so pretty on my skin. I really liked it. It definitely is sheer light medium, but that's what I really wanted, and it's super glowy. Looked really nice on my skin. This was in the shade N250. And I gotta tell you about the Sephora foundation brush I used with it. This is brush number 55. It's actually on sale for $20 now. I picked up another one. I'm considering picking up a third. Weird, because I never applied my foundation with a brush. I mean, I did used to apply it with a brush, but like a more dense brush, and then always got the super coverage look, which I'm not a big fan of. I picked this brush up during the sale, and I tried it with this foundation. I'm like, oh, that's the only way I want to do my makeup right now, is with a brush. It needs to be cleaned. I used it yesterday. I did buy a backup, and I'm considering a third backup. I'm worried that they're gonna discontinue it because it's on sale and not many other brushes are on sale. So anyway, foundation, loved it. Coming out. The concealer is one that I am gonna go ahead and exchange. It was too light. I couldn't really tell if it did anything because it was just so light on my skin. The color was just so off. I am gonna go ahead. I ordered my correct shade. I ordered the shade N250. I think it's supposed to come tomorrow, so I am gonna go ahead and take this one back. Just FYI, since we're talking about that. The other foundation was Say. This was so pretty too. I really enjoyed it. I have used it more than the Givenchy just because, like, I tested it earlier and I got it earlier. I do really like it. The shade right now is a bit too deep for me. This is in the shade 10. I have no tan whatsoever, so it's a little bit deep, but I do really like it. And then the last foundation was the Dior Backstage. I do like this one a lot as well. This is in the shade 2.5, and it had been a long time since I used it, so I really enjoyed it. I forgot to talk about this Iconic London Radiance Booster. This is in the shade Saint Glow. I am going to go ahead and exchange this one too. I'm going to take it back to Sephora. The shade Saint Glow was too, like, olive tone. It is like a thicker formula. It's not as thin formula as I thought it would be, because I was hoping it would be very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, but it wasn't. It's just thicker, and the shade was quite a bit off for me. I am gonna go ahead and exchange it. I don't know that my local store, I don't think that the shade that I really wanted is available in store. I think it's online only. So I'm gonna have to order the other shade that I really wanted and try it out again. I used it twice. I thought it looked really pretty. Like, I think if it was my correct shade, it would have been really, really pretty. It does have very beautiful glow. So there, that will be returned, exchanged. Okay, next up for concealers, I have like, other than the Givenchy Prism Libre, I had the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I used it today, and of course, like, it squirts out like hours after I finish doing my makeup. Yeah, it is brightening. It is definitely a neutralizing concealer, really brightening under the eye if you're looking for that highlighted, really bright look. Rare Beauty concealer. This is so beautiful. I'm really happy that I played with it again. It's really nice, super easy to blend. I did really enjoy it, and this was in the shade 210N. Coming out. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about powders. For powders, I did have a third powder or a fourth powder in here. I did take it back to Sephora because it looked absolutely awful, awful, awful. And that was the Lawless new talc-free powder. Oh my goodness, I could not get it to not look powdery on my face. Even with massive amount of setting spray, like super dewy setting spray, it could still see kind of like a shadow, a powder, weird shadow. I took it back. I had to. I was like, I can't. There's no way that I could kind of make it work. It was like, nope, absolutely not. So that went back. We had Glowish by Huda in here. This is in the shade 03 Light. It is a really nice powder. I do really enjoy it. I wish I had the shade 02 like this, in a compact, not damaged. We had Givenchy Prism Libre powder. This is in the shade 3. Really beautiful. I actually did use the Givenchy puff with it this time too. I was like, look at me doing that. I really enjoyed that powder. And then the last one in here was the Haus Labs Bio Blurring Glue Setting Powder. And this is the translucent shade. It's gotta be my least favorite product from Haus Labs. It's not a bad product, but I don't see anything special when I use it. It's not like, I keep talking about my absolute favorite Nikia Joy powder. It's not like that one. You know, when I apply that one, it's like my face looks flawless, super velvety, not powdery. With this one, I mean, it looks decent. It sets, but it does nothing else. But there you go. We have it. We gotta use it until we get sick of it. All right, let's move along. We had a face palette in here. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Unlocked. Yes. Really pretty palette. I did really enjoy it. I was extremely surprised. I used this blush by itself. I kind of like, so I cleaned all of my brushes over, you know, since the last time, like deep cleaning, and I was using freshly cleaned brush. With this one, I'm picking it up, I'm like, okay, I don't see anything, I don't see much on the brush. So I dip my brush in again, and then I applied it, and I was like, holy moly, like, where did that come from? Yeah, that surprised me. I did really enjoy the palette. I did really like this highlight. This bronzer is so beautiful. This kind of the finishing powder in here is really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back out. The other bronzers we had in here, I had this cream bronzer. This is by Mario, the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Light Medium. This was actually really surprised me. I wasn't sure how this was gonna look, because swatching it, I was like, okay, it's not really that intense. The formula feels really emollient. And it looked really pretty on the skin. It blended out very easily. I liked it. It surprised me. And then I did have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand, the contouring wand, and this is in the shade Light Medium. This was really nice. I had no complaints about it. It wasn't anything spectacular. Like, it blends really easily. My biggest problem with this product is how dirty it gets, and like it's really hard to gauge how hard am I squeezing, because I don't feel like I'm squeezing hard and all of a sudden there's just a ton of product, you know. So that's my biggest problem with it. I cannot tell how much I'm getting when I squeeze it. I'm just cleaning off the sponge. So much on there. Have a little bit of OCD, but it was okay. I'll show you. I mean, it blends so effortlessly, and the color is not bad either. Oh, this is, you know, you wouldn't put your bronzer on like that, or your contour. Demonstration purposes failed. All right, moving right along. Other bronzers, I did have NARS Laguna in here. Beautiful bronzer. I'd missed it. I had LYS. This is No Limits Matte Bronzer in the shade Motivate. It's a good bronzer, not too bad. I did enjoy it. And then the last bronzer I had was the Christian Dior. This is the Forever Natural Bronze in the shade 05 Warm Bronze. I did really enjoy this one as well. It's coming out. It's a little bit deep, so I had to be very careful. For blushes, oof, I had quite a bit of blushes. I had the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand blush. I did use this one kind of as a... I did not have anything else on my face. I had primer, I had the contour wand, I had this blush wand, and I just put some mascara on. It looked really, really pretty. I was pretty impressed by it. I was very careful when I squeezed this because I used the contour one first. I was like, oh, I gotta be careful not to get it everywhere. But it looked really pretty. I enjoyed it. I thought it looked really cute. The LYS bronzer, I wasn't 100% sure. Not the bronzer, the blush. I wasn't 100% sure. I felt like it disappeared off my face. So I did I put it under my foundation. So I applied this because it is a pretty intense color. I applied this one and then I went over it with my foundation. And I felt like it just completely disappeared from my face. But swatching it now, it's like it really sticks there. So I don't know what happened. But see? No, still there. Just a little bit of a tint, I guess now. But it's still there. I don't know. I don't know what happened when I applied it on my face. Maybe because it's kind of a tint now. Maybe I should have just used it over my foundation. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that again then. But it's coming out. Other blushes that I had in here. Oh my goodness, I used this guy the most. This is MAC. So Natural Glow Play Blush. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. And I finally found the perfect brush with it. And it is this brush. I don't know where this is from. Lovecraft Beauty. What brand is this? I don't know. This came in some sort of subscription box. But I guess maybe it's just the shape of this brush. I was really able to pick up like the product and apply it really nicely. Like just dapping it on. Oh, it looked so pretty. I used it quite a bit. The other blushes in here, I had Becca Tiger Lily. Pretty bright. I had the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Glow Blush. This is one of his newer blushes. This was so pretty as well. The formula of this one, how like it's soft and it's satiny. It's beautiful glow. I wonder if this pops out. No, it doesn't. Why would I think it pops out? Look, because it looks like it's placed in here. Anyway, so I did really enjoy this one. I'm like, maybe I need a few more colors. We had Tom Ford. This is the Shade and Illuminate blush in the shade Sun Drunk. Another beautiful blush. Ooh, this is so pretty. Very beautiful, natural kind of looking blush. Love it. And then lastly for blush, we had the Valentino Eye to Cheek Star Studs Edition in the shade 111. I can't remember what the actual shade name is. I need the box. I gotta keep the box. This is so pretty too. It does have quite a bit of glow to it, so I did not need any highlight with this one, but oh my goodness, so pretty. I do love these kind of colors. For highlighters, I did not use the Halo Glow highlighting wand. I did not try it on my face. I've only swatched it. I am gonna go ahead and keep it in here for next go around, the same as this primer. And then the highlighters, we had MAC Show Gold, no, Double Gleam. Really pretty. It was definitely a little bit more icy than I typically go for, but I did use it on top of the Pure Barbie. So I kind of toned it down a little bit because this is pretty deep. Anyway, both of them I really enjoy coming out. We had Smashbox Vlada collab. This is in the shade Gilded Rose. Such a beautiful, like, I love the shape of this highlighter, and I do really like the shape and the shade. That could have been disastrous. We did have a Pat McGrath highlighter in here, and this is the Lunar Nude highlighter. Another stunning highlighter, embossment and shade wise, and packaging. Okay, that is that. Let's go ahead and talk about eyeshadow palettes, and then we'll do lippies. I do have some single shadows too. I guess let's talk about the single shadows. I use this guy so much, you guys. This is the Gwen Stefani. My goodness. Butterfingers today. I see in Sparkle. This is a multidimensional eye pigment. It is so pretty, and this is in the shade Twinkle. I just loved it. It is so freaking stunning. I did use it, like apply it with my fingers. I found that that was the best way. So there's that single. And then we had the Sephora Colorful Metal Effect. This is in the shade Demanding. This was okay. It wasn't like amazing or anything like that. I feel like the other one is a lot more unique. I mean, this is pretty, don't get me wrong, very pretty all over the lid kind of shade, but I felt like that Twinkle shade is a lot more unique, a lot prettier. Okay, eyeshadow palettes. I had Blushing Berries. This is by Dose of Colors. This kind of was on my chopping vlog, and I'm glad that I tried it again. I do really like it. I'm not gonna go ahead and part with it. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm keeping all of these eyeshadow palettes. We had Pat McGrath Labs. This is the Celestial Odyssey Bronze Borealis eyeshadow palette. This really surprised me too. It didn't look like a palette that I personally would be gravitated towards. I do like the Pat McGrath palettes in general, but I debated picking this one up, and you know, but I liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was just the one matte shade. We got like shimmery shades and like satiny shades. Really pretty. I did enjoy it. We had the Mothership 4, which is the Decadence eyeshadow palette by Pat McGrath. Oh my god, this was so beautiful. So stinking pretty. I really enjoyed it. What shade? This one was like so pretty all over the eye. Which other palette did I use with it? I believe I used the Natasha Denona. Is it the Natasha Denona? I used it with the Blushing Berries. I used this shade, and I think it was the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Yeah, this was so pretty. I'm glad I pulled it in. It's all shimmers, so I did need to use it with different palette. Didn't really have to, but you know, I wanted some sort of transition in there. Okay, here's the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and I believe I used the Pat McGrath with this one, and I did use this one by itself too. I didn't use these two shades. I know that for sure, because every time I pull this palette, these are the two shades I mainly use, or like I reach for quite a bit. So this time I'm like, no, we're not using these. We're gonna reach for other palettes. This is a beautiful palette. I do really like the neutral like mattes in here. They work really nicely, really easy to kind of get a bit of depth and like diffuse the colors really well. I do like her shimmer shades. I do like her not shimmer, but what are they called, like topper kind of shades. Really pretty. I enjoyed it. Okay, two more palettes in here. We have the Ace Beauty Violet Sage. This was okay. I used it yesterday. It wasn't, you know, it was okay. I used these four shades over here and then this one shade here. They're not as intense as they look. Like, I don't know. I don't, it's not really my color story. I'm gonna keep playing with it, you know, like later on, but I'm pulling it out for now and we'll have to play with it at a later time. It was okay. And then we had Melt Cosmetics. She's in Parties. This is beautiful. I really enjoyed this one too this time around. Yeah, loved it. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the lip products. The only one lippy I didn't use is this Pat McGrath Revelation Red Liquid Lip. So I am going to keep it in here. I did use the lip liners. I just kept them out of... Oh my goodness, there's a dog hair in here. I just kept them out of here. Use them more and more. Let's talk about the lip products that were in here. Okay, we had... quite a bit. We had from Dose of not Dose of Colors, Melt Cosmetics. This is in the shade Hurrah. This is an ultra matte lipstick. This was really pretty. I use it on top of this one, which is the Givenchy. This is in the shade 37. I just used this guy a little bit in the center and I patted it out to just give it my lip a little dimension. Really pretty, both of them, very pretty shades. We had Color Stay Suede. This is by Revlon and this is in the shade Gut Instinct. I really like the color of this one too. I thought this was really pretty. We had a Gucci lipstick and this is in the shade Scarlet. It's a satin lipstick. Oh my god, this looks so pretty on the lips and has that beautiful Givenchy Gucci scent to it. Yeah, I liked it. We had Maybelline. This is Color Sensation matte lipstick and this is in the shade More Magenta. This was kind of dry, like really dry. I had to tug at my lips a bit, but it looked so pretty once I finished applying it. We had Nude Sticks. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. It every time I pull it out, oh, now it didn't do it. The stopper comes out, so it all comes out super goopy. Well, now it didn't do it. Okay, I guess we're keeping it. It's such a beautiful color and it smells really nice. But yeah, well, it's not doing it, so okay. That's a good thing, huh? Yeah. All right. It stays, but if it happens again, it's going in the trash. We have Merit. This is the, I can't see, shade Slick Jelly. This is the tinted lip oil and this is in the shade Maraschino. So pretty and it looks really, really pretty on the lips. It's not overly like glossy where it's super thick on the lips. It's not. It's a thinner formula. It feels really nice and it looks really nice. It's not like super pigmented like this, but you know, it has that hint. And then I had the Bobbi Brown. This is the Crushed Oil Infused Gloss. This is in the shade Love Letter. Really beautiful. I do really like the formulas of these. And then the lip liners, we had Tower 28. This is the multi-liner. And the shade is Work of Art. Very contoury. I was kind of a little bit scared the first time I used it. It was a different look for me. And then we had the All About Face. About Face is the brand. Yeah, about face. This is in the shade False Alarm. This is a fixed lip pencil. This did not budge, you guys, and it was a really pretty shade. It did not move. I applied this guy and I just went about my day. It didn't go anywhere. Okay, these are coming out. And then I did go ahead and pull in a couple brow products. I have been playing with some, you know, playing with my stash. I pulled in the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's that kind of clear jelly thing. I do like it. It's not super strong hold, which I appreciate. And then I pulled in this one. This is the Bow Down. What's the brand? Queen Studio. Yeah, the first time I used it, I was like, oh my god, this gotta go in the trash. But then the second time I used it, I applied it and I let it dry. Then I applied a second coat because it wasn't like let it dry. It just did not have enough hold. But 2 coats on my brows looked really good. Held my brows in place all day. And what else did I pull in? I pulled in a new mascara. This is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I really liked it. So far, I'm really enjoying it. And I did pull in this Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in the shade Golden Pink. I was just playing with makeup, and the day that I did not put anything on except that blush and contour from e.l.f. I did use this one kind of like a little bit all over my lid, and I really liked it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. Lastly, setting sprays. I did finish up the Alaska Hydro Veil Hydro Mist setting spray, and I would not recommend. It is so sticky, you guys, on the face, and it's kind of like a milky formula. So when you apply it, it takes a long time for it to dry on the face, number one. Number two, I had to like pat it, push my makeup on, like push it into my skin with a sponge. And then it left my face feeling super sticky. I finished it. It wasn't like brand new, but I'm done with it and I'm so happy to be done. The other 2 setting sprays or primer mist, we had the CoverGirl Priming Glow Mist. It's okay. And then I had the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I love this stuff, so I enjoyed it. Wowza. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in its rightful location. And then do we want to do a theme today, or I think I'm gonna skip the theme today. We're just gonna shop my stash. Alrighty, you guys, let's go ahead and shop my stash for new items to use. I feel like I got so lucky. I received it. I didn't think I was gonna get it on time, but the Givenchy Prism Libre concealer in the shade that I wanted in 250, I just got it. So I am going to pull it in, and I might end up pulling the foundation again with it. So yay, thank goodness. Now I can go return the other one. And I also received that brush. I told you I'm getting one more. I might order one more. I know, crazy, but I'm going to do it. Move these out of the way. There are a couple things in the back. I do want to pull in this eyeshadow palette. This was sent to me as a gift from my friend Jenn. She's here on YouTube. I'll have her channel in the description box. I was so thankful. This is the Major Dimension 2 eyeshadow palette by Patrick Ta. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to play with it. So I am going to go ahead and pull it in. Again, thank you, Jenn. Really happy with that one. I do have a couple new blushes in here still from Ulta 21 Day Beauty Sale, and I do have this guy. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull him in. I'm pulling a couple things in from the new makeup drawer. There's not much new makeup, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this Nude Sticks Nudies bronzer, and this is in the shade, I believe I picked up the shade Manila, so I'm gonna pull in Manila. I am gonna pull in this Rose Ink blush, and this is in the shade Delphine. I'm gonna do that. I do want to play with the Laura Mercier powder again. I've tried it before, but I do want to play with it some more. So I'm gonna pull that in. And then we've got these 2 blushes from Benefit. I did buy these during the Ulta 21 Beauty Sale, and I haven't tried them yet. So I think I'm gonna pull one of those in. This is the shade Krista, which is a shade I've been definitely gravitating towards these days. And then Shelly. I think I'm gonna do Krista because I feel like that blush by Rose Ink is very similar to Shelly, or you know, neutral. So we'll do Krista. Yes. pull these in. Still have that face palette. There's a couple of new products still in here. My goodness. We still haven't tested out the Lancome La Base Pro primer. I picked it up during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I need to give it a shot. So I'm going to pull it in. I can put these back in here. We have Tower 28 SOS Save Our Skin facial spray. Do I want to try? I think I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off. That's plenty of new makeup. I pulled in a lot. So that's it from here. For lippies, I am going to wait till the end of the video. I would like to pull everything in before we do lippies. We got a primer. I do want to get one more primer. And then let's get some setting sprays or priming mist. Actually, I also have the Lila B in here. I should just do it. This is the Lila B, a glow face mist. I purchased this guy so long ago. Let's just do this and the Tower 28, and then we'll put. This is not a setting spray. This is a face mist. A glowy mist. Can I use it with makeup? Yep. To prep, face, set makeup, or refresh and hydrate. So maybe we should do this. Can I use this with makeup? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff on here. They wrote too many things. No, it's kind of a toner in place of a toner. So I'm going to skip the Tower 28. I am going to pull in the Lila B, and we'll go ahead and pull in one more setting spray with this one. All right, so we went ahead and moved on to the setting spray drawer. We have the Lila B. I do want another like really good setting spray. I really enjoyed this Cali Ray. I do want to play with it some more. I know it wasn't there not that long ago, but it's a really good one, and I want to play with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that in. Now let's go ahead and get a primer. And then we will do eyeshadow palettes after. All right, let's go ahead and pick out another primer to use alongside the Lancome primer. This is a category that I feel like I'm really doing well in here. I'm happy with my progress on these. Let's see. I think I will go ahead and pull in, did I have this one in there not that long ago? Probably. Let's do, kind of want to do the Mindful 5. I love this thing. So we'll go ahead and pull in Smashbox the Mindful 5. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and pick out some eyeshadow palettes to use. This is one of the drawers, and I have the next one right here. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can see perfectly fine. Okay, what are we gonna play with? All right, wow. These were in there not that long ago, so I do want to move them over. I got these over here as well. Those to the side. We have, let's do one of the ABH. Modern Renaissance, Subculture, Prism, Soft Glam, Norvina, Sultry, Jackiana. I think I'm gonna do the Primrose. Let's do Primrose. It's a beautiful one. Yeah, I want to do the Primrose palette. It's either this or, you know, it's been a long time since I played with the Modern Renaissance. Maybe I do Modern Renaissance. Let's do oldie but a goodie. Let's do that one. I think, sorry, baby. I think just the one from this drawer. Let's go ahead and get one or two from here. Okay, what do we want to get from this one? All right, Mia. Good baby girl. That's a good baby girl. Okay, let's do a Pat McGrath palette. Mothership one. Good baby girl. How about we do the Mothership? I think this is the Star Wars one. Yeah. So 7, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 8. This is the Divine Rose 2. I do love this one. And why don't I pull in a couple of the smaller palettes from my third drawer? Let's do a couple of those. I think we'll do that. Or, you know what? I'm gonna do this smaller one. I'm gonna do this one or this one. Extreme Effects or Narcissist. No, I want this one. This is the wanted one. I'm gonna pull in this one. So put this one back. I'm still gonna go ahead and pull in a smaller eyeshadow palette from the third drawer. So let's turn around and pick that up. I tried. We're gonna go ahead and pull in one of these. I think I will go ahead and do, which one do we want to do? I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in this one. It's My Pleasure. I'm gonna do this one, and that will be it for eyeshadow palettes. Let's go ahead and pull in some foundations. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Givenchy Prism Libre Skincare and Glow foundation. I do want to use it with the concealer, so I'm gonna pull this one in again. And this looks so nice now. I love it. It's very well decluttered. This one contains a mix of all of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundations that are in my shades that match. I dumped them all in here. There's just so many of them. I don't know why. That's the one that I get the most samples of. There's not a whole lot left in here. Like, this is one of those airless pumps and it's really not all the way down. So I'm considering pulling this in. And again, that would be the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silks in here. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I would like one more foundation. You know what? 2 is plenty. I don't need more than these 2. I have a foundation like that I'm trying to finish up this year, so I can always play with that too. We got the concealer by Givenchy, so we'll pick up one more concealer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, I'm gonna do the Tint Idol. I do really like this one. And oh, actually, I'm gonna do Kofi. Again, it's a newer and it's a really good concealer, so I want to play with it some more. So we're gonna do these 2. Let's go ahead and pull in some powders. Feel like it looks so nice now that I've decluttered things. I got rid of stuff I don't love, you know. Feels good. I like it. Okay, I think I'm gonna pull in a loose powder. I do want to do the Say loose powder, translucent air set. I'm gonna do that one. And why don't we go ahead and pull in, this is a little tiny Laura Mercier sample. I feel like I should just dump it in the big one. Small. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull in the Candle Glow powder by Laura Mercier. We already have the Laura Mercier powder, but I do want a finishing powder, so I'm gonna pull this guy in. And how about I want one more powder, and I would like a loose one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the Huda Beauty, this pink powder, the Cherry Blossom Cake, Easy Cake. I'm gonna pull this one in. So that will be it for powders. Let's go ahead. Why don't we pull in a face palette? All right, let's go ahead and pull in a face palette to use for this time around. I think I will go ahead. I'd like to reach for this one, the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm face palette. This is one of them. I think she already released another one not that long ago too. So I am gonna go ahead and pull this one in. And that will be it for face palettes. It looks so much better now. I got rid of so many. Maybe we need to start like going in order, like, you know, put them in that way. Just a thought. Let's go ahead and pick out a couple bronzers. Okay, for bronzers, we pulled in one cream bronzer, so that's good. I feel like things here, I was not able to organize them very well. What are we gonna pull in for bronzers? We have a cream bronzer, like I said, so we need some powders. I do like this one by Real Her, Bronze Beauty. Should I give it a shot? Or haven't played the Wayne Goss one in a while, but we just pulled in a face palette that has a contour and a bronzer. How about we do, I'm gonna do this one by MAC. This is the MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish. I don't know about this guy, so we'll play with that and see how we feel about it. I'm gonna put this guy back in here. We have, I think I'm gonna do this one. This is the Buxom Staycation Vibes Rooftop Tan. I'm gonna do this bronzer. I do want one more cream. I have really been enjoying cream bronzing, so I do want one more cream. I'm not gonna do a stick, I'm gonna do a pot. I think I'm gonna do the Tower 28. It was really nice. I do want to play with it some more again, considering that it's still new. Let's do blushes. Okay, for blush, we pulled in one cream, the Rose Ink one. You guys, I don't know if you saw that, but they released the Makeup by Mario. He released new blushes, the same formula as that Skin Transforming. I think he released 6 shades. I ordered 2 of them. So I'm really looking forward to those. I don't think that they're gonna come, you know, before I have to post this video, but I'm like, yeah, darn. Okay, so I'm bringing that up because I've been really into cream blushes. I am gonna go ahead and pull this shade in. This is definitely different than what I normally would do. This is by Nude Sticks, and this is in the shade Bohemian Rose. I am gonna go ahead and pull it in and play with it. Another cream. What else do we have? I think that's it for creams. I just wanted to show you these. I need to put them in here so it'll be a lot easier to reach for them. Again, I've decluttered quite a bit, and I'm really happy with that. But we also pulled in one of the Benefit new blushes, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, let's do this Dior blush. This is 004 Coral. I want to play with it. I think I am gonna go ahead and pull in, I'm gonna do, let's do the Gucci blush. Wow, I feel like it's been a long time since I played with it, so I'm gonna pull that one in as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, I think I'm gonna pull in this one. This is by Laura Geller. This is the Baked Blush and Bright in Tropic Hues. I kind of like glanced over it when I was going through and seeing what I want to declutter, and I was like, I don't know about this one. So maybe I do want to try it and see how I feel about it. And I think that will be it for blushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 2, so that's total of 6. That's plenty. Let's get some highlights. Okay, for highlights, I thought that this ended up looking better, but then I have a couple more that I'm like, what the heck? They don't have a spot yet. So here we go. I guess we're gonna have to go right over here. Alrighty, for highlighters, what are we gonna play with this time around? Let us go ahead and pull in. Ooh, so many options, so many pretty options. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in. I feel like I really want to pull in this one. This is by Laura Geller. This is in the shade Diamond Dust. It's a big gelato swirl. I'm gonna pull it in. And I think we will go ahead and pull in. I'm gonna do one of these toppers, the Fenty Glow. I'm gonna do this one, and this is in the shade Fenty Glow, the Diamond Bomb ones. I'm gonna pull that one in. This kind of like a topper shade, you know. And I would like, why don't we go ahead? I'm gonna pull in Cali Ray. I really have been enjoying their products, and I am gonna do it. I know I just tested it out, but I do want it. And this is in the shade Starlight Beach. I think we'll go ahead and pull in. Why don't I do one of these Jouer ones? The molten, which one do I want? Molten Glow. And I think this is in the shade, oh, Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz or Molten Glow. Molten Glow is very gold, huh? I think we'll do Molten Glow. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do Molten Glow. Four, and we have one cream highlight. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab one more cream highlighter. Let me grab my basket. Okay, so this is what we have for creams. I think I'm gonna try this stick. This is by Rowan. I do wanna place an order on their website. For Memorial Day, if you buy their Glow Elixir, you can get 20% off on the rest of their website. I want one of their eyeshadow quads. I've been wanting it for a while. So I'm gonna pull in this Rowan. This is in the shade Glazed. And that will be it. I don't have many cream highlights, thank goodness. Let's go ahead and pick out lippies. That's the only thing we haven't done. Okay, the only thing remaining is lippies, and honestly we can go in any direction. I picked up a variety of eyeshadow palettes, so not that it's difficult. I either have nudes or reds. So let's pick out a couple lippies. We're at the lip glosses area. I think, okay, why don't we let's do one of these Buxom lippies. Is this Dolly? Yes, I'm gonna do Dolly. I'm gonna do this guy by Panagraph. This is Pale Nectar. Yeah, Pale Fire Nectar. And let's see from here. Why don't we do, I think I'll do one of these. Let's do the Au Naturel. So Natural, Barely There by Grande Cosmetics. I think for a bullet lipstick, or like bullet lipsticks, we have some here and I've got some on my table. What's this one? Oh, by Mario. It's a lip plumper. I have one open. What don't we do? I think we'll go ahead and do, what are these? These Kylie. Do I want Kylie? I don't want Kylie. Well, let's do one of Kylie's. There's one is like, let's do Madeline. This one, which is a cream. She's changed the packaging since then. And let's go ahead and pull in, I'm gonna do negligee. I just had negligee in there. I'm just gonna grab one of the MAC ones, closing my eyes and pulling one. Relentlessly Red. Okay, let's move on to the next drawer down. Okay, we've got liquid lips, crayons. I'm gonna do this one by House Labs. This is Le Monster Lip Crayon 2.0. This is Scarlet Matte. I'm gonna pull that in. I'm gonna go ahead and pull in. What else do we want to do from here? I want to try the shade Clementine again. I want to see how I feel about it. I think this is my favorite formula of it. But actually, I'm going to do this one. This is in the shade Belle. This is by Nude Sticks. This is Lip and Cheek pencil in the shade Belle. I'm gonna pull this in. Let's go ahead and let's do one of these by NARS. I think I will do the shade Vein. These are Power Matte Vein. Let's do this lippy lip balm. This is in the shade Plumeria Petals by Tenace. I don't know. I'm gonna pull that in. And then one nude as well. Why not? Closing my eyes. Okay, this one. Okay, this is Too Faced Pumpkin Spice. Oh, we didn't do lip liners. Well, we need the nude and the red. Easy. Easy peasy, right? A nude and a red. I'm going to do the Smashbox red. Ooh, maybe I should do the Smashbox lippy with it. Let's do it. Because, well, why not? I'm going to pull these two in as well. And I need nudes. So let's do... Just going to grab a couple. Let's do this one. And what about NYX? This one. These two. One more pinky and one neutral. Let me go ahead and put everything back in the drawer and let's do swatches. All right, guys, I went ahead and put everything back in the drawer. It's manageable this time around. It's not overflowing. So that's good. 2 weeks and then we'll try to film again. At least that's my goal. So let's go ahead and talk about what's in here. I'm going to go ahead and start with primers. The primers, foundations, concealer, powder, and that kind of stuff. For primers, I do have 3 in here. I have this little one by MAC. This is the Prep and Prime Natural Radiance. This is in Radiant Pink. I would really like to finish it, so it's in here. And the other 2 primers, one is by Smashbox, the Mindful 5, and then one is by Lancome La Base Pro. Honestly, I don't know how this is going to be. I really hope that it's not like that silicone kind of primer where my foundation feels like it's slippy and slidey. I really have to try it. It's been so long since I ordered it from Ulta. For foundations, I pulled in only 2, which is fine. We have, this is like an empty bottle I ordered off Amazon, and I put in here quite a few of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation samples that I do have. I mixed the 2 shades, I want to say the shade 5.5 and the shade 2 or 2.5. I mixed both of them in. It's a great match. So that's what's in here. And I do have the Givenchy Prism Libre Skincaring Foundation Glow. I really enjoyed it when I used it last time around, so I'm happy to play with it again. And now I have the concealer to go with it, which I hope that is a better match for me. This is the N250. The other one that I had was 125 or something, which was too light. This looks perfect. So I'm really excited to use the 2 together. The other concealer that I pulled in is by Kulfi, and this is the Main Match Concealer. This is in the shade Cocoa Crush. Such a beautiful concealer. I really liked how it applied and how it wore before when I pulled it in before. So we're gonna play with that. For powders, got a couple. I have 2 loose and then 2 pressed powders. The loose powders, one is by Say. This is the Air Set Radiant Loose Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. And I have Huda Beauty. This is Easy Bake in the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. I actually enjoyed this one under my eye. It looks really, really pretty. So I am excited to play with it again. We pulled in Laura Mercier. This is Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder in the shade 2. I do like this one as a finishing powder. I do have quite a nice dip in it. It's just another one of those powders that just does not want to go anywhere. And then I have one of the newer Laura Mercier powders. This is the Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. There's 2 grams less in here. This is 7 grams and this is 9. Just FYI. I don't think that there's supposed to be a replacement for this one because I don't see the same type of glow in it. So not as glowy as this one, which, hey, I'm okay with that. I hope that these are not completely discontinued, the Candle Glow ones, because I would be sad. They don't want to fit in here properly. Perfect. I'm sorry if you can hear my family downstairs. It is a long weekend. I'm filming this on a Thursday, and I do want to try to get it up for you on Saturday for Memorial Day weekend, but it is a long weekend. My son had like 2 hours of school today, and my husband's working from home, so I do apologize if you hear the entire family. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. I don't like how these just don't fit, so for now they're gonna go in here. Let's go ahead and move on to bronzers. I do have a couple for this time. We've got Buxom. This is the Staycation Vibes, and this is in the shade Rooftop Tan. We'll do the powders and then I'll swatch the creams. So let's do this. Here is Buxom Rooftop Tan. It does have a really nice formula. I remember that about it. We've got MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and the shade is Give Me Sun. And okay. What else did I pull in? Was that it? Did I only pull in 2 powder bronzers? Really? Did I actually just do that? Blush, 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 blush. Bronzer, bronzer. I feel like I want one more bronzer, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one more in. Let's go ahead and do these creams. We've got the Tower 28 Sculptino. This is in the shade Getty. It's a really pretty one. And the formula is just so nice. Really nice formula. And then we've got the Nude Sticks, Nudies Matte. This is in the shade Manila. Haven't tested it out yet. Oh, okay. That's a nice warm shade. Really nice warm shade. I don't think that I'm gonna need much of it. I do want to pull in one more bronzer. You know what? I'm gonna skip it. Maybe that will give me a chance to play with these a lot more and see how I feel about them. I do want to play with the new the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm Face Palette, which has a contour and the bronzer shade in it. So I think I'm okay. Let's go ahead and swatch these two just because I want to feel like I have enough bronzers, you know? I could always use my Project Pan ones, but here's the Nudegasm palette by Charlotte Tilbury, and these are the 2 contour and bronzer shade in it. Okay, I feel better now. I think I have enough, and if I don't, my collection is just right there, or I just have to make it work, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and talk about blushes. These are highlights, blush, highlights, and blushes. We'll start with the creams. Let's do the opposite now. This is by Nude Sticks. This is Nudies All Over Face Dewy. This is one of the dewy blushes, and this is in the shade Bohemian Rose. I really wanted to play with this one because, like I said, I saw that Makeup by Mario released some new blushes. And one of them is a pink shade. I debated picking it up, and I was like, I really don't use pink blush. So I do want to play with this one and see how I feel about it. It's actually pretty. It's very dewy. I did order a couple of the Makeup by Mario blushes. I ordered 2 shades out of this. I think he released 5 or 6. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's do the other cream, which is by Rose Inc. This is in the shade Delphine. This was on my list of blushes that I really wanted. Like, I was gonna order just a pan to put in the one compact that I have, and I was like, what am I gonna do with the other compact? I'm not getting rid of it. So there's Delphine. Very lightly swatch. For some reason, I'm blending a lot. Let's do, this is by Benefit, and this is the shade Krista. Can you believe I haven't played with this one yet since I picked it up from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale? That's so pretty. And then we have Laura Geller. This is the Baked Blush and Brighten, and the shade is Tropic Hues. I think this came in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy, because I know for sure, sample, not for sale. I didn't buy it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it in my collection, to be honest, because it's older, getting there. Here it is. I do want to play with it and see how I feel about it. Okay, we've got Dior. This is the Backstage Rosy Glow, and this is in the shade 004 Coral. Really pretty shade. There it is. And then we have Gucci blush. This is the bright coral shade. I always forget which way does this open. One of them there. That's how. Swatch this baby. There it is. Beautiful. Okay, and then we have two blushes in the Charlotte Tilbury palette. So we'll go ahead and swatch. No, one blush and one highlighter. So let me go ahead and swatch this blush. This is a very glowy blush. I think I'm gonna over here. There it is. Have a nice variety. I feel like it's more variety than I typically have. We got the pink, we got this like kind of golden kind of thing. So yeah. And then lastly, we have our highlighters. So let's do those. All right, for highlighters, let's go ahead and get started. We've got this is by Jouer. This is Molten Glow. This is a face and body highlighter. Yeah, all over face and body. Oh my goodness, this is intense. Look at that. There's that one. We've got Cali Ray. This is highlight in the shade Starlight Beach. This is why I ended up picking this one instead of the rose quartz shade, because this was on the pinky side. That is so pretty. I do really like this highlighter. I've used it a couple times already. By Laura Geller, this is Baked Gelato Swirl and Diamond Dust. This was about to get decluttered, and then I decided to go hold on to it and give it a shot. So we'll see how it is. It's very out there shade for me, you know. Not really a shade I would wear. It's like pinky purple shift to it. So we'll see. We will see. We've got Fenty Glow, Fenty Beauty. This is Diamond Bomb and the shade is Fenty Glow. This is more of a topper shade. I do like this one really on the eyes as well. Not just as, you know, not as just highlighter on the cheeks. Look at that. It's got such a beautiful glow to it. So pretty. So we have this one as well. We've got Rowan Row Glow, and this is in the shade Glazed. That's really pretty. Wonder how it blends. Okay. Feel like I'll be able to blend it pretty easily. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to eyeshadow palettes. I pulled in 5 this time around. I'm sorry, but my camera cut me off randomly. So here we are. We have Modern Renaissance by ABH. I haven't used this one. This is like a brand new palette to me. Well, I've had it for a while, but I haven't used it on my eyes since I picked it up. But let's go ahead and do a couple swatches over here. Let's do, we do Antique Bronze. Let's do Love Letter. Let's do Primavera. Maybe Red Ochre. So these 4. Beautiful colors and beautiful formula. And then I'm going to do a couple more. Let's go ahead and do Venetian Red, Warm Taupe, Real Gar, and Cypress Umber, because, well, why not? There we go. This one, Warm Taupe, I just decided does not want to work. Here it is. Beautiful colors. I do like the formula. I do really like the colors. I'm happy. I want to play with it again. Happy I pulled it in. Okay, next up, let's go ahead and talk about this one. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eyeshadow Palette number 2. This was gifted to me by my friend Jenn. Again, I'll have her channel on the description box. Go ahead and check her out. She does a lot of project painting videos. She's in a lot of projects, so check her out. Okay, damn it, I freaking stuck my finger in it. It's so pretty. This is the second version of the first one he had, which actually I think I just had it in my shop, my stash, didn't I? Not that long ago. The 2 creams, and yeah, oh, I cannot wait. I'm gonna swatch the shimmers because they look delicious. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna use the thumb. Have you ever swatched with the thumb? Now we have. Delicious shimmers. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Ooh, look at this one. This one, all of them. So pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and do the matte shades as well. Well, do we need to do that one? Not necessarily. All right. I do like the formula of his shadows, and I do want to do the 2 creams because why not? I want to see what they actually look like. All right. Ooh. Super emollient. So much different than the one, the first palette. The other ones, I felt like they were a lot more stiff. This would be such a beautiful blush. Ooh, these are pretty. Wow, so emollient compared to the first palette. The first palette, they were kind of on the tougher side, so you really have to like dig in. But this was really creamy. Surprised. Okay, really happy. Cannot wait to actually use it on my eyes. I think they would look beautiful. So, excited for that one. Let me go ahead and wipe my arm. All right, let's move on. Let's go ahead and do NARS Narcissus. This is the Wanted eyeshadow palette. I'm only gonna swatch a couple shades from here. Let's do these down here because they're beautiful. My arm is a little wet from the wipe. God, these are such beautiful colors. Okay, I'll do a couple more. I'm gonna do the lighter. Ooh, that feels so creamy. Why can their highlighter feel like this? Why do I have to struggle with that damn Capri highlighter? Here we go. Looking forward to it. This is an easy palette to use. Like, no, you don't have to think about it. I'm like, if I have a blockage, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna wear? You know, it's easy. I can find a mid-tone shade. I can find, you know, all over the lid shade, and I have to think hard. And then we have It's My Pleasure by ColourPop. I did have this one before, and I had dropped it and completely shattered it. It looks like this one has been dropped and somewhat shattered too, and has been pushed back in place. So let's go ahead and do a couple swatches. Very delicate. I do really like it. I've had it for a long time. Look at those purples. Man, like this, and this was a really nice formula from ColourPop. Those little 9-pan ones. Let's do this one, this one, this one, Mr. Sandman. Yeah, This palette is beautiful. Really, really good palette. Okay, looking forward to that one as well. All right, and then lastly for eyeshadow palettes, we've got Pat McGrath Mothership 8, which is the Divine Rose 2. One of my favorites. Such a beautiful one. Oh, see, I feel like we did a lot of girly shades, like lots of pinky shades, pinks and reds, pinks, purples. Okay, let's watch this one. I'm gonna swatch it all. Start with the first row. I've definitely dipped into this palette. Like there's some shades that I have dips in them. So we'll start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's do the second row down. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So pretty. My fingers are so stained. Ah, it's gorgeous. It is so beautiful. Looking forward to playing with it. Yeah, did you guys notice that too? Lots of girly shades. Had like a lot of girly shades. Okay, the only one that I would call somewhat neutral for this time around is that Narcissist Wanted palette. Everything else was more like pinky and girly, which is good because I have quite a nice variety of blushes, you know, so I'll have good options for blush eyeshadow combinations. Okay, let's put her back. And I wish it fit in here better, but need bigger doors is what I need. For mascaras and brows and all that, I didn't pull in anything new. This is a lot of options in here already, so we're gonna stick with it. I do really like this Caution mascara by Hourglass. I can't believe I hadn't tried it till now. Sample. Let's go ahead and talk about the lippies, and then we'll finish up with the 2 setting sprays. I did pull out some of the lippies that were in here, and I put them in here just because they were getting all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the lip liners. Swatch those. The first one we have is by LA Girl, and this is in the shade Bear. This is a very nude one from what I remember. Yep. We've got NYX in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. It's more pinky nude. And then we got a red, which is Smashbox, and this is the shade True Red. Creamy. Ooh, I like that it's cool undertone. I like that one. Okay, we've got House Labs, a lip crayon, and this is in Scarlet Matte. I told you guys, like, she re-released them again, and I was very close to ordering the very same shade. I was like, wait a minute, looks very familiar. Let's do this Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil. The shade is Belle. This is by Nude Sticks. I think I'm really gonna enjoy this one. I might try it on my cheeks as well. Okay, I think that's it for crayons. Let's go ahead and do bullet lipsticks. I only pulled in 2 this time around. One is by Kylie, and this is the shade Madeline, and this is a cream lipstick. I gotta give it to her. Lipsticks smell good. And then MAC Relentlessly Red, which is a very interesting red, which is, I feel like this is a pink. This is not a red, but it's called Relentlessly Red. We've got liquid lips. For liquid lip, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got Revelation Red by Pat McGrath. Lovely. We've got Smashbox, Always On Liquid Lip, and this is in the shade Balse, B-A-W-S-E. Is that Balse? Like that. do like these. We've got NARS Power Matte Pigment, and this is in the shade Vein. I think this was sent to me by my friend. I think this would look so pretty with the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette, this shade. And then we have Too Faced Melted Liquid Lip in Pumpkin Spice. Smells delicious. Okay, we've got a couple lip glosses. We have Buxom. This is Plumping Lip Polish. Lip cream, sorry. And the full-on lip cream in the shade is Dolly. There's Dolly. We've got Pat McGrath Pale Fire Nectar. I finished up one of those before. I do really like it. I like the color a lot. There it is. It's like an interesting shimmery shade. And then we have, this is Plumeria Petals. I think this is supposed to be like a colored lip oil, tinted lip oil, but I feel like it's very glossy. Like it's not a lip oil, it's lip gloss, right? Unless it feels amazing on the lips. And then I do have a Grande lip, and this is in the shade Barely There, right? Yeah, Barely There Gloss. There. These are really nice. I need to use this guy up. It's getting up there. I like him. I like him a lot. I think that's it. Yeah, that is it for lippies. Now these can go back in here. It's okay. For setting spray, we pulled in 2. We pulled in the Cali Ray Surf Proof setting spray. Amazing. I love it. And then I pulled in this Lila B, a Glow Face Mist. I haven't used it yet. I do really want to try it and see how I like it. Hydrating mist before or after makeup. So there you go. This is it for this Times Shop My Stash video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.